Thank you all very much. Thank you very much. Before I make this important announcement, I would like you all to join me in a moment of silence for those who lost their lives in Paris, France today in that terrible accident of the Concorde airplane. Please bow. May God bless their families. Now, on a happier note, I believe you're looking at the next Vice President of the United States. Thank you. Throughout the vice presidential selection process, my foremost goal has been to select an outstanding individual who is capable of serving as President of the United States. I wanted the selection process to be thorough and dignified. I reached out to a distinguished and experienced statesman to lead the search. For months, we worked closely together to review the qualifications of many impressive candidates. As we worked to evaluate the strengths of others, I saw firsthand Dick Cheney's outstanding judgment. As we considered many different credentials, I benefited from his keen insight. I was impressed by the thoughtful and thorough way he approached his mission. And gradually, I realized that the person who was best qualified to be my vice presidential nominee was working by my side. Before I asked Dick Cheney to chair the selection process, I had asked him whether he would consider being a candidate himself. At the time, he said no. He had a challenging and demanding job with a worldwide company, and he was enjoying the private sector. But I kept the thought of him joining me in the back of my mind. When Secretary Cheney visited me and Laura at our ranch in Crawford, Texas, over the last 4th of July weekend, we reviewed many candidates, all of whom are very impressive. But I continued to believe the best candidate might be sitting next to me. I asked him again whether he'd be willing to join me to accomplish some great goals for our country, to save and strengthen Social Security, to improve Medicare and provide prescription drugs for the elderly, to reform our public schools, and to rebuild our military to keep the peace. This time, he said he was willing to talk with his family and consider it. Early this morning, I called and asked him to join me in renewing America's purpose together. So I'm proud to announce that Dick Cheney, a man of great integrity, sound judgment, and experience, is my choice to be the next Vice President of the United States. I cannot wait for our delegates at our convention next week to hear from this good man. And I asked them to confirm him as our party's choice for vice president. The fact that this outstanding man is willing to serve speaks to the power of our compassionate conservative message and to the promise of our country. I have to admit something. I didn't pick Dick Cheney because of Wyoming's 3 electoral votes. Although we're going to work hard to earn them. I picked him because he is without a doubt fully capable of being the President of the United States. And I picked him because he will be a valuable partner in a Bush administration. Dick Cheney has served our country as Chief of Staff to a President, served in the United States Congress, and as Secretary of Defense. He's a man of integrity who is respected by Republicans and Democrats. Even my opponent, the Vice President, once said Dick Cheney is a good man who is well-liked and respected by his colleagues, and I agree. I'm proud to call him my friend and honored to call him my running mate. And I would also like you to welcome Lynn Cheney. She's a woman of many accomplishments. She's a smart woman, a capable woman. She served as chair of the National Endowment for the Humanities. And she's a leader in education reform all across America. She's developing in high standards and a sound curriculum for our public schools. Lynn is an incredibly important member of this team as well. Laura and I are honored to have Dick and Lynn Cheney by our side. We look forward to winning and holding out the American promise for every citizen. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my running mate, Dick Cheney.
Well, this is obviously a very special moment for Lynn and me. 3 months ago, when Governor Bush asked me to head up his search team, I honestly did not expect that I would be standing here today. Governor, I'm honored and proud to join your team, and I enthusiastically accept the challenge for this reason. I believe you have the vision and the courage to be a great president. And I want to do absolutely everything I can to make certain that happens. When the governor first asked whether or not I would consider being a candidate, I respectfully declined. I was deeply involved in running a business, enjoying private life, and I certainly wasn't looking to return to public service. But I had an experience that changed my mind this spring. As I worked alongside Governor Bush, I heard him talk about his unique vision for our party and for our nation. I saw his sincerity. I watched him make decisions, always firm and always fair. And in the end, I learned how persuasive he can be. So this morning, when the governor called and asked me to join him as the vice presidential nominee, I accepted with enthusiasm and with an eagerness to get to work. Governor Bush is seeking not only to win an election, but also to lead our nation. He's confronting the tough issues, strengthening Social Security and Medicare, reforming our public schools, cutting taxes, and rebuilding America's military. He's shown an ability here in Texas to bring Republicans and Democrats together in the public interest. I've watched him put his compassionate conservative philosophy to work in this great state with tremendous results. He's proven himself a leader with consistency and conviction. I look forward to working with you, Governor, to change the tone in Washington, to restore a spirit of civility and respect and cooperation. It's time for America's leaders to stop pointing the finger of blame and to begin sharing the credit for success. Big changes are coming to Washington, and I want to be a part of them. And I want to thank my family for their love and their support and their willingness to join me in this campaign. It means more than they will ever know. We have a tough race ahead of us, but I look forward to this campaign, and I am absolutely confident we will prevail. So, Governor, Laura, we're proud to join you in the work ahead for these next 3 months and the next 8 years. Thank you very much.
Beat up